And welcome back. This is our last segment of talking about student loans and FAFSA. Kathy Mueller with Mapping Your Future, Betsy Mayotte, the president of the Institute of Student Loans Advisors, are here. All right, Kathy, this person says, can FAFSA loans and scholarships money in college be used for off-campus apartment and meal expenses?
Yes, it can be because it's part of the total cost of attendance of attending an educational institution. So if the student is living off campus, they're going to have living expenses, including room and board, and they can use their financial aid for that purpose. Really, what the student is agreeing to when they sign the FAFSA is that they'll use that financial aid for any reasonable education expense, and living expenses are a reasonable education expense.
Okay. Betsy, this person says, if I'm not able to finish paying my loans before I die, will the burden fall to my surviving family?
Well, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope you have a long life in front of you. Um, but it depends. If it's a federal student loan, then that will be discharged as soon as a certified copy of the death certificate is submitted. And these days, most private student loans act the same way. But that's something if it's a private loan, you'll want to check the terms and conditions of the promissory note. If it doesn't have a death discharge, that would be part of the responsibility of the estate, not your family members.
But it comes out of whatever money that they would have gotten or whatever else, I suppose. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right, Kathy, this person says, I want to fill out the FAFSA to go back to school. Where can I get help with completing it?
Well, there is help available, including Mapping Your Future. You can contact us and we'll help you fill it out. 1-800-374-4072. We're a free service. We provide free services to students and families completing the FAFSA. You can also call the Federal Student Aid Hotline. That's another resource for you. You may have a little bit of wait depending on what time you call, if you call right at December 1st. And then usually there's community organizations that are available also to help students with the FAFSA. So look at those resources, but I also welcome them to call Mapping Your Future.
Gotcha. All right, this person says, I'm 72 and my loan is not in default. Are loans ever forgiven based on age?
The short answer is no. The flip side of that is there's also no age limit to take out a student loan. If you went back to school at age 73, you could get a new student loan. There are programs that are based on income. So if you have a fixed income because you're retired, those programs can help you. And there is a new proposal on the horizon from the Biden administration that could take, along with other factors, age into account for some borrowers.
Okay. Kathy, this person says, I'm an adult going back to school. I have a child who has recently graduated from college. Will her loans and FAFSA affect my application?
No, it should not. So the way the Department of Education looks at each student, they're separate. Her student loans, the daughter's student loans should not impact the parents' student loans or eligibility for financial aid.
Okay. I think this is for you, Betsy. I'm disabled and wanting to finish my bachelor's degree as a personal goal. Is there any kind of special financing? Is there she's getting a bachelor's degree in healthcare?
So I think Kathy and I maybe should tag team this one. You can still apply for federal aid if you're disabled. You're eligible for the Pell Grant. You may even be eligible for federal student loans. Your school, or there may be some local scholarships available depending on the disability or the type of program you're entering. But I bet Kathy has some other ideas.
Yeah, I would encourage anyone who's interested in pursuing post-secondary education to go ahead and fill out the FAFSA to determine what their eligibility is for need-based aid. And also, as Bessie mentioned, I would encourage them to apply for scholarships, to look for different aid programs, contact the school that you're interested in attending to see what kinds of programs they might have available for you to take advantage of.
All right, we have about a minute and a half. This question says, will my loans be forgiven after 20 years?
That depends. That's not an automatic thing in your promissory note, and some people think that it is. But there are some payment plans based on your income, such as income-based repayment, that if you're on that plan for 20 years, if there's a balance at the end of that 20 years, it's forgiven. But you have to actually be on the plan for that period of time.
Okay, and just before we go, we've got about a minute. Kathy, what do you want to remind people about with the FAFSA coming out December 1st?
Well, just a reminder that there's several things that you can be doing in advance of the FAFSA coming out, including creating that studentaid.gov account. Make sure you submit all your admissions applications to the schools you're interested in attending. Also, fill out scholarship applications, as many as you can between now and December 1st. And so there's a lot of things that you can be doing while you're waiting for the FAFSA to come out.
Okay, all right. Thank you both for joining us with your expertise. We so appreciate it. If you missed any of this conversation, a lot of really great questions that might pertain to you as well. We're going to be putting them in the 2 Wants to Know section of our website. WFNY News 2 at 6 is coming up next.